Viewers, at the very outset, pardon the lack of objectivity, but it speaks volumes about the moral bankruptcy of some if a murderous, entitled, convicted gangster politician's death has become a rallying point for their politics. Within hours of news breaking that Mukhtar Ansari had died of a cardiac arrest, opposition parties in Uttar Pradesh were falling over each other to pay credence to an unsubstantiated claim that Ansari was assassinated by the Yogi government. The opposition could have at least paused to notice that the wild claim was being made by the gangster's family, who are career criminals too. Wasn't the clear conflict of interest apparent to the opposition, or did political expediency demand? And remember, viewers, Ansari has immense political clout over the Muslim vote, not just in Banda but across Uttar Pradesh. Was it this, that the opposition should be seen to be siding with this A-grade thug? Expediency, of course, may be only one reason. Loyalty could be the other. It's no secret that Ansari has enjoyed political patronage, which ensured that even though the first criminal case, now pay attention, the first criminal case was registered against him at the age of 17. The first murder case was registered against him when he was 25. Ansari was only convicted when he turned 61. In the interim, viewers, between 17 and 61, he had been booked in 60 criminal cases. That's almost, viewers, 1.5 every year. Booked in 60 criminal cases, including 16 under murder charges. For 4 decades, Ansari unleashed a reign of terrifying crimes with impunity. So much so that even when an honest policeman dared to prosecute him, the officer in question ended up in jail. Yes, viewers, let me just acquaint you with his criminal history. In 1978, he was booked for criminal intimidation at the age of 15. In 86, murder case registered in Ghazipur. 1996, he gets elected as an MLA from Mau on a BSP ticket. His criminal antecedents made no difference. 2002, he won Mau Assembly seat as an independent. 2005, 28 criminal cases registered by that year. 2007, won Mau Assembly seat as an independent again. 2012, won from Mau again after launching his own party, Qawmi Ekta Dal. Can you imagine, viewers? A murderous thug launches a political party and has associations with others in the opposition. In 2017, he merged his party with the BSP, won Mau on a BSP ticket. That was the same year, viewers, that Yogi Adityanath swept the elections in Uttar Pradesh, becoming chief minister. He was installed later, of course. He was picked by the BJP. In 2022, he stood convicted in 8 criminal cases, faced trial in 21 cases. In 2023, he is sentenced to 10 years in BJP MLA Krishnanand Rai's murder. In 2023, he is convicted in murder of Ajay Rai's brother Avdesh Rai. In that same year, he is sentenced to life imprisonment in Avdesh Rai's murder. Perhaps, viewers, the IOUs that tie Ansari to his political benefactors are so implicit that it becomes difficult to cut the apron strings. And therefore, viewers, you have people who are now saying that his death in jail is an act of anarchy. This is Akhilesh Yadav. Death of a prisoner will erode public confidence in judicial process. All such doubtful cases should be investigated under SC supervision. A government that cannot protect life has no right to remain in power. Viewers, look at the hypocrisy. This man is a murderer. He was killing people. Viewers, and his political benefactors, by that right, by that example, by that analogy, also had no right to remain in power because they did nothing about his killing spree. Akhilesh Yadav adds, UP is going through the worst phase of government anarchy. This is 0 hour of law and order in Uttar Pradesh. Viewers, Asaduddin Owaisi also buys into this insinuation that he was bumped off. This Ansari was bumped off in jail by the Yogi government. Listen in.
जब किसी भी डिसीज के फैमिली मेंबर कोई बात कहते हैं तो उसको आपको सीरियस लेने की बहुत ज़रूरत है। और अगर आप देखेंगे सुप्रीम कोर्ट में भी वो लोग गए थे जिसमें उन्होंने इस एप्रीहेंशन का इजहार किया था उस फैमिली ने कि उनको प्रिजन में ही मार दिया जाएगा, कि कोई अंदर आएगा। और फिर सुप्रीम कोर्ट को उत्तर प्रदेश की सरकार ने ये बताया कि उनकी हिफाजत की जाएगी उनकी जान की। और जब उनकी फैमिली कह रही है कि उनको स्लो पॉइजन दिया गया है तो मैं ये चाहूँगा कि इसकी एक सही तरीके से इंडिपेंडेंट इंक्वायरी हो और जो फैमिली कह रही है उसको सीरियस लेने की ज़रूरत है।
Viewers, such blithe viewers regard for the deceased and his family. This was no ordinary deceased, as I've already shown and proven to you, viewers, through facts. And his family members, viewers, are all career politicians and worse, criminals. There's no denying. However, that due process is the hallmark of a rule-based society, and it is the opposition's duty to ask questions if any action undermines the law. But the question one asks is often as important as the answer. This is particularly so at election time because, as it is often said, the person who asks the question gets to control the conversation. Should the opposition be echoing innuendo in the guise of a question to mislead voters, to whip up sympathy so that they can reap electoral rewards? Viewers, no wonder then that the Yogi government has put the state security forces on high alert, and just to be sure, even ordered a judicial probe into Ansari's death. Viewers, let's open this up because the question needs to be asked. Is this misplaced loyalty to a thug glorifying a murderer, glorifying Ansari? That's the fundamental question, viewers. And I want to begin with a person from the ordinary public. Dr. Ranganathan, first with you. How do you make this what do you make of this welter of support, this blithe regard for this poor deceased family? And their claim.
Yes. Good evening, Rahul. Look, the only question that needs answering right now is, would the attendance at terrorist Mukhtar Ansari's funeral beat the record of terrorist Yaqub Memon's funeral or terrorist Burhan Wani's funerals? I'm sure as we speak, tens of thousands of the attendees are dusting their somber kurta and skull caps. Where are all those who have been crying over the last 10 years over mainstreaming of violence? Well, there they are, crying over Ansari's death and paying their respects. From politicians to political parties, every one of these charlatans have suddenly forgotten that Ansari had 61 serious criminal cases pending against him, that he was convicted in 4 cases of horrendous blood-curdling murders. But I have to say this, Rahul, Mukhtar Ansari is a symptom. Let me tell you of the disease, because if I don't, then nothing would change going forward. As a famous dialogue went, Bihar mein to baghi hote hain, dakat milte hain parliament mein. 29% of our current MPs cutting across party lines face serious criminal charges like murder, rape, dacoity, up from 9% in 2004. Most of them always get acquitted because the witnesses miraculously turn hostile every single time. Hari Shankar Tiwari, Virendra Pratap, Atiq Ahmed, Prakash Shukla, Brijesh Singh, Munna Bajrangi, the late Mukhtar Ansari. These aren't gangsters anymore. They're politicians. Now, when such are our legislators, is it any surprise there is no clamor for reforming our judiciary or the police force? It is the police force that is the highest perk for our netas, not the Lal Batti, Rahul. Encounters, aiding criminals, custodial deaths, especially of rival gang members, these are not the exception but the rule. Did you know 1,800 Indians died in police and judicial custody in 2019, almost 5 every single day pre-COVID. But where are the police and the judicial reforms? By the time this debate finishes, Rahul, 4 women would have been raped, 2 under trials would have been encountered, and 3 cases would have been added to the 45 lakh cases already pending in our high courts. 24% of judiciary positions lie vacant. 50,846 cases that are pending are as old as 35 years. In all, 5 crore cases are pending. We have only 137 policemen per lakh population. The US recommends 220. 24% police posts lie vacant across states. There is 35% inadequacy of police vehicles and up to 75% shortage in weaponry. Worse, where they are equipped, it is with outdated weapons. 51 police stations across India are still without a telephone or a wireless. The 7-point Supreme Court directed through the Prakash Singh case is yet to be applied. Apocalypse, Rahul, has come and gone. We are living in a post-apocalyptic India where the wheels of judiciary and executive aren't just even grinding slowly. They have come to a stop. Remember Harishankar Tiwari, just 30 seconds. The first gangster to win election from jail. He and his family first joined the Congress, then BJP, then SP, then BSP. Remember Raja Bhaiya? BSP arrested him under POTA. SP dismissed POTA charges within 15 minutes of coming to power and made him a minister. BJP that took his help in 2018 Rajya Sabha election and made him a minister in 1997. Democracy, more often than we'd like to admit, Rahul, is not so much the defeat of the elected as it is of the electorate.
Yeah, I've heard you say this numerous occasions, Dr. Ranganathan, pretty much chapter and verse. But the point here tonight, viewers, is also a particular one. And that is that we are seeing a welter of support, a buying into a thesis which undermines, viewers, state process. Let's not kid ourselves. Let's not kid ourselves. This is an attempt to whip up hysteria and perhaps violence. And Mr. Haider, I have to ask you tonight, I find it strange that Akhilesh Yadav is saying that UP is going through the worst phase of government anarchy. And this is zero of law and order in Uttar Pradesh. On what basis is this claim being made, sir?
Rahul Bhai, first of all, let me tell you that the number of deaths in judicial custody is maximum in Uttar Pradesh. Crime is rampant in UP. What Anand Bhai was saying, actually, I second most of his thought. But see, even then, government like Uttar Pradesh and some other, they claim that there is no crime in Uttar Pradesh. That is the irony. You know, it is the duty of the
Mr.
government.
Mr. Haider, don't give me these pious homilies. Dr. Ranganathan is not speaking as an entrenched politician. You are speaking as an entrenched politician. You have been part of the process that gave Mr. What is his name, this thug, Ansari, the immunity to allow him from a 17-year-old thug to become a 61-year-old thug. Now, just 1 minute, sir. Just, I want to ask you, Mr. Haider, I want to ask you a pointed question. I'm tired of politicians showing up on this show and talking as if, you know, they are the end-all and the be-all of morality. I'm asking you, sir, on what basis? I'm asking you a specific question and my audience wants a specific answer. This whataboutery must end. So I'm asking you, this is what your boss says. UP is going through the worst phase of government anarchy. This is 0 hour of law and order in Uttar Pradesh. The death of a prisoner will erode public confidence in judicial process. So what is being said? On what basis are you saying that this death will erode public confidence in the judicial process? Can you explain?
Yeah, surely. See, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh claims about Thokdo. And we believe any person who believes in the court of law, any person who believes in the rule of law would never agree to Thokdo Niti. It cannot be the state policy. I'm not referring to this particular issue.
No. Your boss is referring to this particular issue. You don't give me this. No, 1 second. I'm asking you, on what basis Abbas Haider is Akhilesh Yadav saying that, and he's insinuating this, that Mr. Mukhtar Abbas Ansari has been killed in jail. On what basis are you making this claim?
I'm saying he has never made any claim as of now. There has been allegation from the victim's family.
Victim's family? No, hang on. Just stop there. Victim. No, hang on. A convict is a victim, viewers. A convict is a victim of what?
No,
a victim of what?
I'm saying.
A victim of what?
Let me just complete. Let me just complete, Rahul bhai. Please allow me to complete. If you'll keep on questioning, that won't help you. Let me tell you. No, Anand bhai, let me tell you. Okay, since you are putting that picture, let me tell you. It's not there. Mukhtar Ansari is not in that picture. Mukhtar Ansari has been an independent MLA. He has been an MLA from BSP. He has been an MLA from his own party. In 2017, he was an MLA, not from Samajwadi Party, not with any party. And in 2022, his son is MLA from Suheldev Bharati Samajwadi Party, which is an ally of BJP right now. So basically, he was never a member of Samajwadi Party.
Sir, one second. I asked you a specific question. Again, you have gone into his history geography. I know his history geography. Our viewers know. I only ask you, he's a victim of what? You called him a victim. A victim of what, sir?
If the family is accusing that poisoning has been done to him,
which member of the family, sir? A person who's a history sheeter. So viewers, in today's India, just 1 minute. Yes, of course they have a right to be heard, but they don't have a right to be believed. Okay, there's due process, a judicial. No, hang on. 1 second. Amitabh Sinha. Let me bring him Amitabh Sinha. Amitabh Sinha, in my introduction. No, 1 second.
If the party is saying that they have been poisoned 4 days back, and after 4 days, the exact same thing happened. So the question would be raised.
And remember, viewers, this is the same Samajwadi Party that sent to jail. Remember, same Samajwadi Party government.
Yes,
that sent to jail. 1 second. No, 1 second. Who sent whom? 1 second, sir. Please allow me to finish.
He should not be heard if he's a criminal.
Okay. Can you allow me? Can you allow me, sir?
Sir.
Okay. Viewers, one deputy SP got up, and it was on the basis of that man's heroic work. A cringing policeman developed the guts to take apart or take down this horrendous piece of work called Ansari. He slapped Pota case against him, but guess what, viewers? Under the Samajwadi Party government, that policeman was harassed, so much so that he had to quit his service. It took him 16 years for the process to say that there was no case against him. Viewers, and today we are talking about victims. Who was the victim here? I want to bring in Amitabh Sinha. Mr. Sinha, look, I began by saying that there is no denying that due process is the hallmark of a rule-based society. You're a lawyer, sir. And it is the opposition's duty to ask questions if any action undermines the law. But the question one asks is as important as the answer. This is particularly so at election time because it is often said the person who asks the question gets to control the conversation. What is the question that is being asked, Mr. Sinha? The question is being asked on the back of a claim made by a criminal about another criminal, convicted criminal, that he was killed by the Yogi government. So the question is being asked, is the Yogi government guilty today of murder? What conversation do you think is going to take place in the minds of those who are listening to this question and expecting an answer? Can you tell me? And why would a question like this be asked, Mr. Sinha?
Thank you, Rahul. I was trying to follow this process, this debate, very good debate. I really respect Anandji also, and I was trying to understand what Mr. Abbas on behalf of Samajwadi Party was saying or trying to say. But my point is very, very specific and legal. See, in this situation, if a convict is being supported with this line, the tweet which says by the Samajwadi Party leader, that संवेदनापूर्ण भावुकतापूर्ण श्रद्धांजलि, that particular person who was convicted for 6 murders, 18 murder charges, but 6 murders he was convicted, and up to 20 years of imprisonment. He was a convicted person. So this is nothing but shameful hypocrisy. And lastly, I am trying to tell you that there is a manual. If anarchist approach will dominate this democracy, then this democracy has no future. Everywhere, either be it Supreme Court, High Court, Election Commission, Then the local, chief judicial magistrate who has set up immediately an inquiry, the judicial inquiry led by additional chief judicial magistrate Ms. Garima Singh. They are not talking about that. They are not waiting to. They are not ready to wait what the judicial inquiry will say about this. Their inverted comma murder of this dreaded criminal. So this is basically the ultimate thing for criminalization of politics, or the support and the beneficiary of the criminalization of the politics.
Okay.
I am, as a lawyer, I am not telling all these things. I am telling this as a citizen, concerned citizen of India, Rahul.
Let me bring in Tehseen
is this
Poonawala
the
on
way
this point.
The democracy should.
Okay. No, it's a good point.
No,
I think it's a very good.
Coming to, but I am concluding.
Okay.
I'm concluding.
Okay.
But this is not only hypocrisy, but this is basically a blatant anarchism, and this is basically trying to take the people, general innocent people, towards that situation where they lose confidence in the democratic setup and the constitutional bodies. So this must be stopped, and I think, Rahul, what you have raised this issue very clearly, that what people will understand.
Okay. So
people
let me.
Of India.
Okay. So there's something that Dr. Ranganathan is showing us. I've understood, sir, the point you're making. Yes, Dr. Ranganathan, what's the point that you're making?
A very quick point to my dear friend Abbas Bhai. He has called this person, the terrorist who had 61 cases pending against him, as a victim. I want to ask him a simple, and his party has said Vinamra Shraddhanjali. I want to ask him a simple question, two questions. One, was Osama bin Laden a victim?
Yes.
And would you pay Vinamra Shraddhanjali to Osama bin Laden?
Anand bhai, let me tell you, there have been people in BJP who have more than 8 cases pending against them. So, and one more thing. So, if a condolence tweet has been put up by Samajwadi Party, similar thing would happen in UP Vidhan Sabha, which is not controlled by Samajwadi Party. There will be a minute of silence for Mukhtar Ansari. Even in UP Vidhan Sabha, this is the standard procedure. This is Rajnitik Shishtachar, which everybody does follow.
Rajnitik Shishtachar.
Whatever crime he may have done, he was in jail for past 20 years. We have sent him to jail in 2005. Since then, he has been in jail.
Okay. Now, viewers, let me quickly.
Abbas Bhai just proved my point.
Yeah. Proved your
So
point.
there is a course, there are a due course in this country.
Let me ask you. In my lexicon, the only people who pay Shraddhanjali to terrorists are anti-nationals. Do you accept this, that we should be paying Shraddhanjali
Very true.
to this thug? Just simple question. To any thug who's convicted of murder, should we be paying Shraddhanjali to that person? Would we not lower the meaning of the word Shraddhanjali?
Thank you so much for having me on the show. Simple question, simple answer. No, I don't believe anyone should be paid, any thug should be paid Shraddhanjali to. This includes Mukhtar Ansari, this includes Godse. Unfortunately, Godse is encouraged. Unfortunately, the UP Assembly under Yogi Adityanath will pay tributes to the thug Mukhtar Ansari.
Atiq Ahmed.
I'm coming back to you, Tehseen Poonawala. I'm asking you this question. One second. Answer the question. Atiq
Ahmed, sorry, Parliament also paid.
One second. I just want to ask you, Mr. Poonawala, there's a simple question. All this whataboutery is fine.
How is it whataboutery? You asked me a question, I gave you an answer.
No.
How is it whataboutery?
I'll tell you.
No.
If you allow me, I'll tell you. If you allow me, I'll tell you.
You can't use an adjective.
If you allow me, I will tell you.
You asked me a direct question, I give you one line answer.
If you allow me, I'll tell you.
How is it whataboutery?
I'll tell you. If
then
you
allow me to respond, sir. Sure, sir. But allow me to respond.
Okay, go ahead. Respond.
No. You ask.
Yeah.
You ask me a question.
So let me ask you.
Sure.
You say this Shraddhanjali should not be offered to Mr. Ansari, the man who has died.
And Atiq Ahmed.
Yeah, whatever it is. Can you then tell me, is the Samajwadi Party offering Shraddhanjali to make or score political brownie points, or why are they doing it?
I think the Samajwadi Party is doing the wrong thing, but Burhan Wani's family is getting 4 lakh rupees by the BJP government. Burhan Wani's family by the BJP government. I think Samajwadi Party is bad. Congress is bad. Let's accept it. Rahul, let's accept opposition is bad. BJP काय कर रही है? See, I'll tell you, Rahul. Neither Abbas Bhai nor I are supporters of Mukhtar Ansari or Atiq Ahmed. But the fact of the matter is that we need to talk about today, on a very serious note, police and judicial reforms. That's it.
No, one second.
This has not happened for 75 years.
Mr. Poonawala, that is a particular...
It's not happened for the last 10 years.
That is a general... No, hang on. Listen.
No, that's right.
I don't think... Hang on. There are hundreds... Excuse me, Tehseen Poonawala. There are other people who die in custody. I don't see politicians lining up. Hang on. And offering Shraddhanjali to those deaths.
I should have for
in this
Vikas
particular...
Dubey. He's a criminal.
No, one second.
He was a criminal. Hold on. No, you asked me a direct question.
Okay, so then let me ask you, if he was a criminal, why was the Congress, since you're getting so excited about the BJP, etc., I'm not indulging viewers in what about you. I'm only stating a fact. Let me tell you.
Not excited at all.
It took the Aam Aadmi Party, and I will tell you where I disagree also, viewers. It took the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab to come out with an astounding fact. Viewers, 55 lakhs was spent by the then Congress government led by Captain Amrinder Singh, who ended up, of course, with the BJP, to provide legal services to this thug. To do what, viewers? To prevent him from serving time in Uttar Pradesh.
Amazing.
Can you believe it, viewers? 55 lakhs was spent by a Congress government. And you know who was fighting the case? He's all within his rights to fight his case. It's Dushyant Dave. All of this came out. This is the entire Congress ecosystem. So, Dr. Anand Ranganathan is right.
May I reply to that?
Dr. Ranganathan is right.
Please reply to that?
There is political...
10 seconds. 10 seconds reply. 10 seconds. I won't take more than 10 seconds. You know me, doctor.
Yeah, please.
I agree with you. I am starting a...
Always in hindsight, you agree with me.
No. I am telling you in foresight also. Congress bad, SP bad.
How can it be foresight when we are talking about the past?
Sir, I am telling you in foresight
the point
also
is, viewers...
Sir, give me 10 seconds. Sir, you promised me 10 seconds. Just 10. I am telling you Congress bad. They spent 55 lakhs, Captain Arminder Singh on defending this thug. Agree? Where is Captain? BJP called him a nationalist. Arey, BJP ko bolo. Captain ko dali jail mein.
Tehseen Poonawala, I also mentioned that this is where I disagree with what the Bharatiya Janata Party did. Okay? But that doesn't mean that all that is being done today by the Samajwadi Party, by the Congress believing history sheeters who have a direct bearing on this entire matter, direct conflict of interest, and they say, oh, the man has been dead, he's been murdered, he's been poisoned, this, that, the other. Shraddhanjali should be paid to him. It's in your hands to change the discourse, but you haven't. Yes, Dr. Ranganathan. Yeah.
No, very simple observation. Yes, Tehseen has hindsight, Rahul Gandhi has foresight, but that's another matter. I want to ask a very simple question to my dear brothers Tehseen and Abbas Bhai. For the last 10 years, this narrative has prevailed that this is the new India. Violence has been mainstream. There is every action mainstream. I want to ask him, Tehseen, first you, is attending in thousands, tens of thousands, the funeral of a terrorist, is it mainstreaming of violence, yes or no? Simple question.
Absolutely. The BJP government refused to put 144 in Mumbai when that happened.
Now,
again, they were forced to put. I think it's mainstreaming. I think it's mainstreaming.
And if you put, viewers, if you impose 144, you see, viewers, this is what I'm trying to tell you. We have lowered our moral standards so low today that we expect the law to tell us what is the right thing. A good law is made by citizens who know what is the right thing. It's just the opposite.
People turning out in tens of thousands.
Can you believe
They are turning out because they are going to violate section 144. That's what Tehseen is saying.
That's
unbelievable.
Unbelievable, viewers. This is where our morality is. It's around our ankles, like a soiled underwear.
This is shameful.
This is what it is, viewers.
It
is shameful. Like Rahul, a soiled underwear, our morality today is hanging around our ankles. There is no other way of saying this. It is ridiculous, viewers.
What kind of?
And we have a man who has murdered, his way to the age of 61. From the age of 17 or 15 or what have you. Being today paid Shraddhanjali to. Viewers, I hope that the electorate is smart enough to reject this kind of absolute craven appeasement of a terrorist and of criminality. Whether it is from the BJP or the SP or the BSP, I am not talking tonight on political lines. I am talking as a citizen. Punish those who are doing this. It's ridiculous, viewers. Let's reclaim morality. I'll take a short break. I'll be right back. Don't go away.